The Branch Davidians, a religious sect born from a schism within the Davidian Seventh-day Adventists, represent a complex and ultimately tragic chapter in the history of American religious movements. Emerging in 1955 under the leadership of Benjamin Roden, the group initially sought to further the teachings of the Davidians, themselves an offshoot of the Seventh-day Adventist Church. However, the trajectory of the Branch Davidians took a dramatic and ultimately fatal turn with the ascendance of Vernon Howell, later known as David Koresh, whose charismatic yet authoritarian leadership and apocalyptic interpretations of Scripture culminated in the devastating Waco siege of 1993. The story of the Branch Davidians serves as a potent case study in the dynamics of faith, the complexities of religious authority, and the potential for both to lead to profound isolation and catastrophic consequences. The foundational beliefs of the Branch Davidians were rooted in Adventist theology, particularly the emphasis on biblical prophecy and the imminent return of Christ. Benjamin Roden's claim of a new message, symbolized by the branch in Scripture, provided the initial impetus for the separation from the main Davidian body. Following Roden's death and a period of transition under his wife Lois, the emergence of David Koresh in the 1980s marked a significant shift in the group's identity and direction. Koresh, through his compelling personality and self-proclaimed prophetic insights, gradually consolidated power, presenting himself as a messianic figure with a unique understanding of biblical eschatology. Under Koresh's leadership, the doctrines of the Branch Davidians evolved, incorporating his own interpretations and beliefs. He emphasized an impending apocalyptic battle, in which he and his followers were to play a crucial role. This worldview fostered a sense of urgency and separation from the outside world, reinforcing the community's insular nature. Furthermore, Koresh's controversial practice of taking multiple wives, often young women within the community, generated significant internal and external criticism, raising concerns about the well-being of the group members. The Mount Carmel Center near Waco, Texas, became the physical manifestation of this isolated community, a place where Koresh's authority was absolute and his interpretations of Scripture were the guiding principles of daily life. The insular world of the Branch Davidians under Koresh's control ultimately collided with the external authority of the United States government in a violent and tragic confrontation. Suspicions of illegal weapons possession and allegations of child abuse led the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, ATF, to raid the Mount Carmel compound in February 1993. The ensuing shootout resulted in casualties on both sides, escalating the situation into a protracted 51-day standoff with federal law enforcement, primarily the FBI. This period was marked by intense negotiation attempts, psychological pressure, and growing public scrutiny. The standoff reached its catastrophic climax on April 19, 1993, when the FBI launched a tear gas assault on the compound. Shortly thereafter, a fire engulfed the buildings, resulting in the deaths of 76 Branch Davidians, including David Koresh and numerous children. The precise cause of the fire remains a subject of intense debate and investigation, with accusations and counter-accusations exchanged between survivors, government officials, and independent analysts. Regardless of the fire's origin, the tragic loss of life underscored the devastating consequences of the escalating conflict and the profound failure of communication and understanding between the Branch Davidians and the authorities. The events at Waco left a lasting scar on the American consciousness, raising fundamental questions about the limits of religious freedom, the appropriate use of government force, and the potential dangers of charismatic leadership within isolated religious communities. The Branch Davidian story serves as a cautionary tale, highlighting the delicate balance between individual religious beliefs and the responsibility of both religious groups and external authorities to ensure the safety and well-being of all individuals, particularly the most vulnerable. The legacy of Waco continues to be debated and analyzed, reminding us of the complexities inherent in the intersection of faith, authority, and the potential for tragic outcomes when these forces collide.